Hey you guys, PGD here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with a long overdue video because actually summer is officially over, but you know, you want good feet year round, right? So hopefully I don't get too many licks for coming in so late with this video, but this is the Amopé. You may have seen the commercial for this product. I first showed it on Instagram. That was just the packaging. This is the actual device, and I'll show you all the pieces of it and all that stuff. But I originally saw this when I was in Walgreens, so I found it on the ground, and I put a picture on Instagram just to see if you guys had ever used it or whatever. And some of you commented and wanted to know my thoughts of this product. So here we go in this video. Oh, I should also mention that I saw it in Walgreens, but I didn't actually buy it in Walgreens because I believe it was priced at like 49 bucks or so. I ended up finding it on Walmart.com, and I had it shipped to me, and the shipping price, shipping and handling, everything included, came up to 45 bucks. So that was still a little cheaper, just a few bucks, than what I had seen in store at Walgreens. So that is an option if you have a Walmart near you, or if you don't mind shopping online so you can get rid of the shipping and handling fees, then you may just find this device cheaper than at Walgreens or maybe some other locations. All right, so that's it for that. Before I initially get into this device, the first thing that I want to say is you may or may not have seen my old video on baby foot. If not, it'll be linked here or somewhere in this video, also in the description box, or probably just linked here. So you can see that old video. And baby foot is an actual product that I reviewed and demoed on screen over the course of 10 days. It's supposed to basically rip the dead skin from your feet and make it beautiful. And I really enjoyed that product. But if you recall, at the end of that video, I had about 3 issues associated with baby foot. And the first was one time, because sometimes you just want something that you can do, make your feet look good, and you're quick and out the door. But baby foot, well, they recommend that for best results that you put your feet in a foot bath first and kind of soak them. So, you know, that takes time. I think they said like 30 minutes, or maybe they didn't have a time requirement, but you know, you want a good soaking for your feet so it can help the process to move along smoothly. So that was one thing. It kind of took up a little time on the front end. It wasn't just a let me put on my baby feet right now. And it also took the course of 10 days for you to really see the final finished results. So that was another thing associated with time. The other thing with baby foot is the price that you pay, and it's just one application. You actually put these little booties on your feet, and again, go check out that video and you'll see how it looks and everything, but you only get one application. So that was the other issue that I had with baby foot. And the final issue was that you couldn't target certain areas because you're putting your feet in these like little plastic booties. It was getting rid of the dead skin that was everywhere, but maybe, you know, some places I didn't necessarily need to peel, or I would have wanted to concentrate that solution, that gel, in a specific area because maybe that area needed even more work than other areas. So, you know, you couldn't really target the solution to where you want it to be. It would just handle your whole foot overall. So those were the 3 kind of issues. Then I moved on to another product, which I could not locate to show you guys. And if I ever do, then hopefully I'll maybe do something quick on Periscope and show you that product. I'm on Periscope. If you're not, hopefully you'll check that out. But I'm on Periscope as PJD08. But anyway, so I have this product that I had gotten from the Zoya website. It's no longer posted there, which is another reason why I may not do that when I locate it. Or I may have loaned it to someone or something, I don't know, on YouTube, because it's essentially gel that comes in a bottle. You squeeze it on your feet. They too recommend that you use put your feet in a foot bath first. So that same issue with time comes up again with that one. You don't have to, but it's recommended. Then you just put that gel solution, squeeze it wherever you want on your feet. So that resolved the other issue that I had with baby foot, in that it didn't do my entire foot. It was where I determined I needed the help on my feet. That's where you place the gel. So it did resolve that issue. So I would place the gel on my feet, and in about 5 minutes, so in that regard, it can get you out the door a bit faster. You let it sit for 5 minutes, make sure it's not touching, hopefully, any other surrounding skin or your hands. That's what they said, but, you know, it's already on your feet. It's not going to do, you know, anything too harmful, that I noticed anyway. So once you get it and it's on your feet for like 5 minutes, you then have to take one of those boards for your feet, not an emery board, that's the one for your hands, but one of those little like scrapers, and start scraping your feet. And it's like it's almost like a cuticle remover on your hand, and it makes it come off much easier, and it really was an easy process to get the dead skin off. But okay, that's the other thing. You still needed to use another supply. It's not like you just take a towel and wipe it off and the dead skin is off. You still needed to have like the little foot scraper and then go to work on your feet. Now, what if you don't want to put in that much, you know, arm work to get the dead skin off? Then this is the solution that I was hoping would kind of make me not need baby foot or that other gel solution that I just mentioned. So I did pick up the Amope. This is the device. Has a little rolling pin right here. This is the very simple on and off switch. You may be able to see it right here, right there. And all you do is just slide it. And it's rolling. Okay, and then slide it the reverse way and it's off. And that's it. It's as simple as that. And I will show you, well, one other thing that I'll show you just in terms of the device itself. This is replaceable. This is like a, have you ever had one of those, I just want you to know what it feels like. Have you ever had one of those little pads that actually is this color that you can put on the bottom of your shoe so that you won't slip and slide on certain surfaces? That's what this feels like. Kind of grainy type of little rolling pen that they have here. So that's what that feels like. Pretty much a very similar consistency and feeling to that same thing that I just described that you would put on the bottom of your shoe. Right here on the side is where you would just press that and boom, this little rolling pin comes right out. Okay, you just press this in and it comes right out. Now I'm just going to shove it back in for this video. There we go. And it's just as easy as that, because once you're ready and you see that maybe this is dull or you need a new one, or maybe you're going to use the same device but on another person and you don't want to wash this off or use, you know, the same rolling pen, then you can certainly buy others. I've seen the replacement heads for about, I've seen it, I want to say I saw between 10 to 15 or 11 to 15 bucks, that range, in like supermarkets and places where they have like Dr. Scholl's products and stuff like that. So and I should also mention that this is not the end all and be all of this product. You have the pet egg. Remember the old pet egg that you would kind of use your hand to scrape it, but they have a motorized pet egg like similar to this. They have another brand, I think it's Emoji or something like that, and they have it for men, they have one for women, they have so many variations of this type of device, but this is the one that I landed with, so I just thought I would throw this in there. But anyway, as you can see, it's easy to get the rolling pin out, to turn it on. It's battery operated, 2 AA batteries. You just unwind this little top here and put your 4 batteries in. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to show you a video later on. I just want to give you kind of the overview for those of you who may have an aversion to watching feet on camera. Maybe you don't want to see that piece, so let me just give you my review verbally of this product before you guys actually see it in action. Does this beat baby foot? In my opinion, no. If we're talking about really getting down deep to your feet and removing the dead skin. And here's why. To me, baby foot, and again, remember that was peeling my feet over the course of 10 days. It's almost like a chemical peel for your feet. So that peels your feet over the course of 10 days. And I really saw it getting rid of not just that first layer of like crusty, calloused feet or skin on your feet, but it went deeper because again, it was working over 10 days and it was a natural solution. So that was excellent. This, I feel like, can get you out of the door because number one, it's not recommending that you use a foot bath first. It's not a requirement. You certainly could if you want to, but actually I think it's best when you do it with dry feet. And I think they may have even said that on the packaging. I'll verify that with some text on the screen. But yeah, so you basically do this on dry feet so that it can really get to the crust, get to the part that you want removed from your feet, and it's not all soft from being in water and stuff like that. So anyway, you can use this and say, hey, it's summertime. Today's the first day with really good weather. I just want to get my feet together very quickly, throw on my sandals and head out the door. This is the device that I would go with over baby foot or that other solution that I mentioned, the gel solution, because you just put this on your feet and what it does is, this is what I feel, it gets rid of top level skin, right? It gets rid of the top level crustiness that you may have, and it has a way with this little rolling pin of like smoothing down your feet. It like makes it polished. Like if a person were to feel your feet, it would feel smooth. However, you know when you have calloused or just extra skin in a particular area on your foot, it feels thicker, or when you press it, it's a little harder than the rest. Even though it's smoothed over, you can still feel the thickness. So that's why I'm saying this product doesn't go as deep down as the baby foot product does. It does not, in my opinion. But on a scale of 1 to 10, this would be, especially because you use it multiple times, as many times as you want until your little rolling pin is dull, the fact that you can replace this and it's so easy to get it running because it only takes 4 AA batteries, and the fact that it can take off, and it does remove your surface dead skin, and it polishes it off so it feels smooth. I think this is a winner. This is a nice product. I don't regret buying it. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best foot slothing device. I would say this is at a 8.5. Right, so there's room for improvement. Maybe what they want to do is to release some rollers that are more coarse than this one, for some deep down action. Maybe that would help you to get to the surface. But I'm going to show you just by turning it on how gentle this is. It's weird that it's so gentle, yet it does remove the dead skin. I'm not going to put it on my face because I've already used this on my feet, but look. See? It's like hardly, and if I could balance it, I would hold this with my pinky. That's how like light it is. That's how light you can just hold it against your feet and it will start to get rid of the dead skin just like that. So it does not take a lot of pressure. In fact, if you press hard on this, look what will happen. It stops the rolling pin. So you don't want to apply too much pressure to get this going. You don't need to apply too much pressure. That again will stop the rolling pin. So it's not going to hurt your feet, not going to cause you any pain. And the same applies for baby foot. I had no pain or anything like that. But this is not going to cause you any pain. I love that you can replace this. The price point is fine, especially because you can continue to use this device over and over and over again, as opposed to baby foot, which was just one application. So I'm just trying to think before I move into the demo segment if there was anything else that I needed to say about this one. Oh, now, if you want to, now I had already mentioned that this kind of gets rid of the surface level kind of dead skin on your feet. If you want to kind of sit there for a longer period of time or all day, just kind of going over certain areas, I'm sure it would go deeper and deeper, but then your feet may become a bit more sensitive because they don't recommend that you keep it in a particular area. And I'll check the packaging or list it up here, but I believe it said no more than 30 seconds in a particular area, and then move on to the next section. So if you want to do it for 30 seconds here, move on to the next section, and then maybe go back, if your feet can handle that, then maybe fine. Then maybe you can go to deeper levels and get it as smooth as you would with baby foot. The other thing that I should mention, the difference between this and baby foot, is I feel baby foot kept my feet in that smooth state, not forever, but longer than this one. So for example, this I feel is great for maintenance, or again, just a quick thing I want to do and get out the door, and it'll have it looking good. But again, if someone feels your feet, they'll feel that little extra thickness so it doesn't get down deep, right? Okay, so this will be great to use on like a, maybe within maybe 2 weeks or week. And then again, it depends on how well you take care of your feet too. So don't go by me necessarily, but you will need to use this again, maybe in 2 weeks. Again, it may start to feel a little rough because it's almost like once you take off that first layer and then the polishing or the smoothing that this does goes away. It's like the next layer of like thick, rough skin comes to the fore, comes to the surface, and then you need to use this device again and scrape it off. Whereas baby foot, I had a good, I feel like over a month with it just being smooth and me not doing any major maintenance at all, just lotion on my feet daily. That was like the biggest maintenance that I did with baby foot. For this, I feel like yes, the lotion will still keep it smooth, but again, that like crusty underlayer starts to creep up again and come to the surface, and then you need to smooth it down again and get rid of, you know, whatever's on top. So I think over time this can equal baby foot, because as you keep doing this as, again, weekly maintenance perhaps, or every bi-weekly maintenance, you can get those layers down and scrape away at it over time so that it's as smooth as the baby foot one, and then just use this again for light maintenance. It could certainly work like that for you. But yeah, so I like this product. Not better than baby foot if you want a one-time thing, but also if you're in a time crunch, I would go with this, because baby foot, you know, putting your feet in a foot bath and all that, and then waiting 10 days, because you cannot. That's the other thing I need to mention. If you remember the baby foot video, if you plan on using baby foot during like the summertime or something, no, 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 no. Because you do not want your feet exposed and peeling and looking scaly. Not a good look. That's something you could do in the wintertime when you're wearing socks or boots or something and you're going outside. This you can use year round because it doesn't do anything to make your feet look horrible. They in fact look polished and ready to go. So now we're going to flip over to the demo. I hope you all are doing well. Let me know if there are any questions that I have not answered. The rest of this video will be you looking at my feet. So I hope all is well. I will talk to you soon. And Periscope, I really do like that platform. So hopefully you follow me there. PJD08, PJD08. I know I already said that, but anyway, I will see you soon. I plan on doing some quick or like flash reviews on Periscope. So anyway, we'll talk in time as I'm developing that platform. But I do love the idea of live broadcasting, and it's a free app download. So anyway, I will talk to you. So, oh, and if you're on Periscope, let me know down low so I can follow you or check out your broadcast if you even do broadcasts. All right. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, no laughing now. I specifically left my feet very crusty, so that you guys can see this in full action, right? Okay, so let's look at that. This is the area that we're going to target. And of course, the same principle applies to your whole foot, but I'm just going to cut it on and start working away on my feet. And I'm just looking right now at the packaging. Oh, I said 30 seconds. No, it says do not use in the same area for more than 3 to 4 seconds at a time. Stop use immediately if irritation or discomfort occurs. So that's, you know, a short period of time. I definitely can tell you that I've left it on for more than 3 seconds. But anyhow, let's see how it works on this little baby toe. Oh, and let me just show you. This is, well, it started already. This is the clean, like, surface here area. And you'll see the skin kind of accumulate. Can you see the dust like flying up? I'm just going to pause it for a second so you can see once this focuses. Do you see the dead skin there now? That little white? Yes. Okay, so it's working. It is taking off like surface skin. Let me just see. Let's continue. And I'm doing this in real time because I want you to see without fast forwarding or anything. Well, I know I paused it, but how long it takes. And again, this is so gentle, I don't feel a thing. And yes, I am leaving it on the same spot for more than 3 seconds. You know, for you, you may want to follow the packaging, but for me, I know this is an area that needs some work. So, and it's not paining me at all, so. Okay, let me just see if it's looking. See, it feels smoother. It definitely feels so much smoother. But again, I can see that there's some more that needs to come off, but it honestly feels so much smoother. I'm going to go, oh, let's check the skin content on this. Oops, zoom in. I mean, focus. Oops. There we go. All of that white there, and you can see the blade is even turning white now. It looks, you know, not jet black like it did before. So anyway, I'm going to cut it back on and go to work. And another reason, let me just say, another reason why it looks this bad is because I have been waiting to do this video, and when things have been coming up, you know, I just haven't gotten to it, in which case I didn't want to keep doing the maintenance on my feet because then I wouldn't have anything to show you. But now it's at the highest crust level, so you'll get the idea if this works or not. Turn it off for a second. Maybe you can see all that white there and white here. Let me just take off this. Oh, it feels super smooth. Like if I were to put lotion on my feet right now, maybe I should do that. But see how you can see here? The look of it is different. Like there's some more to come off. But it really is very little to come off. It really is. Now that I feel it, it looks worse than it feels. I'm going to put some lotion on it in a second and let you see how it looks. But it really, honestly, and it's not just polished over. Like I'm not feeling the thickness level that I felt initially. I'm not feeling that here. It's just like maybe another little thin layer. And the other thing I can say to you now is, oh, let's go. Yeah, okay, good. Let's see how it looks. I'm trying to go all around so it looks like a presentable little toe. And again, it does not hurt, which is like the best part. And this is something you can do while you're watching television or just anything aside from, you know, the noise, but just raise the volume on your TV. Can you see that it's looking better? Maybe it's not looking better to you because you see the, you know, the fact that the center part looks lighter than the surrounding, or maybe slightly darker than the surrounding area. But oh no, it was feeling much better when I felt it. Let me turn that off. Oh, it feels so, no, seriously, that feels really good. I actually didn't expect it to bring it down. The original level of thickness, how it felt, I didn't expect it to bring it down to this point of feeling this good. Oh no, maybe you can even see it now that it looks better. Let's see, can you? Looks better. I'm going to put a little lotion on it. So imagine that my feet are not, you know, so dry. That would help it to look even better too. The other thing I can say is, you know, when you don't have dead skin all up on your feet. Yes, I know this looks very ashy. I'm going to handle it, I promise, before going outside today. But you know when you don't have dead skin on your feet and you like press on your foot and the color immediately, see what it did just now, just there? It immediately goes from like light to boom, the color comes back into it very quickly. So when your skin has all that callus on it, all that dead skin, that doesn't happen. But just now as I was pressing this and then I released it and I see like more colors coming back to it now. It wasn't doing that before, just I mean even prior to this video, because it had the dead skin on there and it just wasn't showing the color up so well. But now I'm seeing the color come back. Maybe it's not showing so well on camera, but I'm actually seeing it happen. So I know it is coming down to the like smooth part of my foot. So I'm going to pause this, get some lotion, and see how the foot looks. Okay, so I'm back and I put lotion on my feet. It didn't make it look so much better actually. So I am going to work more on this center area. But it really does feel good. I'm going to see if it gets too sensitive if I keep going, because it really does feel like it's just such a thin layer now. But it feels really, really good. So I know it has worked hard on this dead skin, which has been accumulating for weeks. probably going to be less effective now that I put the lotion on, because it wants it on like the dry feet. But and also I can say this is not a brand new rolling pin, because I've used this device since the time when I first showed on Instagram that I purchased it. I don't remember how many, you know, months ago that was, but I've been using this same roller blade ever since. So I'm just curious to see how dull this is going to feel for me to say, oh, it's time to get a new one, because right now it feels almost as it did when I first got it. So we shall see about that. But yeah, just kind of the nature of my foot, I guess it's not looking so, it's not looking perfect, but your feet may. This is just me, but it feels good. It feels good. And I know since I was a kid, I've always had discoloration right here. Like that may look like it's a callus or something. No, it's not. It's just always been discolored. It was never a corn or anything. It's just different color. So, and it's always been like that. This right here, but this one was not always like that. So the fact that this looks a little dark, it may have some, but it really does feel like I'm at the lowest level that it could go right now. So maybe it's the surrounding, maybe it's the up top that needs to come off. So I'm actually surprised that it's not looking as perfect as I thought it would, because it feels really good right now. Well, that may just be my crazy feet. Hopefully you have oh, okay, does that look better? Looks better to me. But anyway, yeah, that may just be my little feet. Hopefully it would be better for you. But yeah, the dead skin on this device right there. And of course I'm going to take this all off once it focuses. Yeah, and get rid of that dead skin that's there and down here, and just wash this all off. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've tried the Amopé or a similar device and you like it, do tell, and comment below if I haven't answered any of the questions that you may have. I hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.